Hello and a very warm welcome to News Night, your one-stop destination for news and analysis on the day's biggest news stories. Tonight we ask, with truce struck in Parliament, the Defence Minister's fresh statement, will there be consensus over India's Pakistan policy as well? I'm Munmun today, but this one was markedly different from the statement that he Defence Minister today acknowledged that the specialist troops of the Pakistan Army were involved in the attack. He also went on to say that nothing happened side of the LOC without support, assistance, facilitation and often direct involvement of the Pakistan Army. The statement made after an emergency meeting with military officials to review tensions with India after the Pooch incident. Nawaz Sharif, Pakistan Prime Minister, said that it was incumbent upon the leadership of the situation to drift and to take steps to improve the atmosphere by engaging constructively with a view to build trust the situation to escalate. He also said that Pakistan is prepared to discuss steps with India for further strengthening of existing mechanisms and military levels. Sharif reiterated that Pakistan's resolve to persist in its efforts to improve relations with India through a constructive. The question we are asking tonight is, with truce struck in Parliament, will there be Pakistan's policy as well? To discuss that, we are joined by Bhakt Charan Das, Congress spokesperson, Pinky Anand, BJP National Secretary CPI, and Sushant Sareen, Senior Fellow Vivekanand Foundation, a Strategic Affairs Analyst. I welcome you all to News. Anthony, today the course correcting, call it that, had the opposition not insisted on it. And if that is true, would you give credit to the opposition for helping the people know?
It's not the credit or discredit. It's a question that immediately a report and whatever input he was provided with. But subsequently, when the Chief of the Army Staff visited the spot, thereafter, even it was Honorable Minister of Defence is going to say another after the visit of the another statement in the House, and he has done so. And
but how is it possible, Mr. Das, for an attack like this?
Pakistan Army people, and without Army, nothing can happen in the LOC.
Now, what is the stand of the government insofar as the upcoming expected talks between the Prime Minister?
That at this point of time, the talks is possible.
So not possible, you are saying?
I don't think at this point of time that
compulsions that find a way out. What's wrong in that?
It's the question is not what is the timing. You're right that there can always be some kind of discussion process. The question is time to do it when this kind of situation has happened, when you have a direct attack, people being killed. Nawaz Sharif, if he has no control over the Pakistani Army, and we are having a talk with Nawaz Sharif to reach at a position which he has no control of, that is what we are talking about. That is a problem area.
But that will mean no talks with any civilian leader, because the supremacy of the Pakistani Army is
maybe so, but the question is whether we have it later or not. Time will tell. But this is not the time to talk about. This is not the time when the Prime Minister should be the Prime Minister. This is not the time when we should be discussing this issue, because you have had by the Pakistani Army, and if it cannot be controlled by the Pakistan forces, well then so we need to have some time here before we even get on to that. There should be some specific, explicit movement by the Pakistani government to come to a position to show we are doing something towards peacemaking talks, rather than just say now.
We should do two things. There must be visible restraint on the line of control, Pakistan Army. B, that is number 2, there must be visible action soil, and Nawaz Sharif should tell, yes, my government is committed to take on with the
must be conditional on some action which against terrorism.
Talks are talks. and I don't think what conditionality you want to make for the talks.
So there should be unconditional talks.
In a position to do that or not? Do we know whether he is actually aware of the over the series of incidents which have been taking place over the last few months? This is just the jingoistic Indian media which is overreacting, corporate media, etc., etc.